As a woman, I've really enjoyed seeing strong female characters in lead roles, whether it's in a TV series or a movie, or hey, even a video game. But what I don't want to see and what I don't like is when amazing male characters are replaced just to make room for females and then have the females turn out to be half-assed, really poorly written characters, which unfortunately is something that we've seen happening more and more now that companies want to make room for diversity and inclusivity. But we've known for a couple of months now that Margot Robbie was actually going to be the lead in a female-centric Pirates of the Caribbean reboot, and the writer for Birds of Prey was also going to be writing this movie, which just sounds terrible, to be honest. I like Margot Robbie. I think that she's a really great actress in a lot of things, but did someone really look at Birds of Prey and say to themselves that was good writing? I don't understand who would look at Birds of Prey and go, this is an amazing, spectacular movie. I mean, Margot Robbie was pretty good as Harley Quinn, but the writing just was awful. It was really bad. And now we are already hearing about how this movie is going to be jam-packed with woman power. And again, I do like seeing strong female leads in things, but they're literally just pushing out Johnny Depp and all of these other characters that have already existed just to reboot Pirates of the Caribbean to make it filled with a lot of girl power. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and the Suicide Squad star Margot Robbie recently spoke on what to expect from her upcoming Pirates of the Caribbean reboot, noting that the film is set to feature a lot of girl power. On November 19th, in a promotion of the upcoming PVOD bank robbery drama Dreamland, Collider published a new interview wherein the popular entertainment outlet spoke with the director, one of the stars, and Margot Robbie, wherein the trio discussed their experiences working on the film. Unsurprisingly, given Robbie's ever-rising star in Hollywood and the bevy of projects to which she is attached, including Gotham City Sirens and a film based on Mattel's popular Barbie doll, I don't know who wants to see that, Collider reporter asked the actress if she could give excited fans a hint of what to expect from arguably her most anticipated project, the Pirates of the Caribbean reboot. I think that this is a pretty anticipated film, to be honest, just because we've got so many people seeing what's going on with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, kind of waiting to see what the future of the franchise holds, and the future of the franchise is female-centric. Now, I just want to say, woman power hasn't sold movies. It doesn't sell movies, and most shockingly to these directors and actresses, it won't sell movies no matter how much you try to shove it down our throats. I do again really think that strong female characters can be written really well and tell an amazing story, just like male characters can, but to tout women power as a selling point is exactly how you know that this movie is going to be bad. Don't pat yourself on the back for doing something like this, just do it and do it right. Give us a good story, because that ultimately is what matters. So Margot Robbie continues on to say, I love Christina, obviously, which is the Birds of Prey writer, but I'm not a producer on Pirates, so I'll sit back and kind of wait for the process, the way you're allowed to do as an actor, which is nice. I do not have to stress about it just yet, because we're really, really excited at the prospect of kind of adding a very key female element to that world. Now, I understand that Pirates of the Caribbean was never focused mainly around a female character, but as this article goes on to say, there were very important females in Pirates of the Caribbean. We already had plenty. Can we look at Keira Knightley's Elizabeth Swann? She was such an amazing character for most of the movies. I mean, I think she had her ups and her downs like most characters, but she was an extremely important female role in Pirates of the Caribbean. So while they're trying to say, we want diversity and inclusivity, so we're going for an all-female Pirates of the Caribbean story, it's kind of just pushing aside these other female characters, which were important and which were extremely good characters. So the article does go on to give several examples of amazing female characters like Naomi Harris's character, Penelope Cruz's character, and of course we do have Elizabeth Swann. It says furthermore, in At World's End sees the 3-film story of Keira Knightley's Elizabeth Swann culminate in her assuming command of her own ship, the Empress, and a subsequently being elected by a democratic vote to the position of the Pirate King, a series of events that would have not been present in a film series, that was truly lacking in female agency and empowerment. She got an amazing arc, and that is my problem here. She was a good character, and they completely erased her just to make a statement saying, we're gonna make Pirates of the Caribbean all female. They're replacing her, which is such a missed opportunity because she was, like I said, a good character at the beginning of this series, and they just threw her to the trash. I mean, maybe Keira Knightley just wasn't woke enough for these directors and these writers, but still, just such a waste. Plus, we know that they wanted to throw Johnny Depp out because of the situation happening between him and Amber Heard, so they scrambled together to figure out some sort of concept for a Pirates of the Caribbean reboot, and they got this writer to get on the project, and this is what we get. I feel disappointed as a fan of Pirates of the Caribbean. We're losing Captain Jack Sparrow, which I already know a lot of people will boycott this new reboot just because he's not part of it, because he will always be, you know, Captain Jack Sparrow and will always be a huge part of the franchise. It's got disaster written all over it, and I think that we all can agree that this is probably going to end up terrible, which is so unfortunate because I don't want to see these great franchises like Pirates of the Caribbean just ruined and thrown away. But unfortunately, as fans, all we can do is speak with our wallet and not support things like this, you know, not go to see it, not buy movie tickets, not rent it digitally. And like this says, you know, it's still very early on in the project, so we ultimately have no clue how it will be. This could come out and be amazing. I am hopeful that maybe it will, but when you have the main actress talking about it, featuring a lot of girl power, you've got an awful writer on it, like the writer for Birds of Prey, and of course they're throwing out established characters like Keira Knightley and Johnny Depp. I'm just not sure that this is going to be good at all whatsoever, but that's all that I really had to talk about in this video. When we have more news on this reboot, I will definitely update you all, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. But if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a like and share it. And of course, if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.